Hey everybody, and welcome. Today's video we are playing in the brand new Dreamgaze palette from Alter Ego. There was a lot going on in this video, so if you make it to the end, I'm gonna say right now thank you. I appreciate you. I know it may be a struggle to watch this, so thank you guys if you make it. So you guys know I keep my reviews extremely honest, so let's stop with the dilly-dallies and all of that. A huge shout out and thank you to my YouTube members for helping to support the channel each and every single month, and to those of you clicking the thanks button and tipping and donating to the channel, big thank you to you all as well. And to those of you that are returning, and to those of you that make it to the end of today's video, thank you. I really truly appreciate each and every single one of you showing up, being here, sharing my videos over on Facebook. Make sure to follow me on my other channels, on mine and Haley's podcast over on Spotify, Unconditional Hot Mess. Let's just go ahead and jump on in. I literally could not tell you guys how many times I'm gonna scratch this video. Anyways, keeping it real, let's go ahead and jump on in. So we are going to be playing around in the new Alter Ego Dreamgaze, I want to say glaze palette. So this is very spot on, darn near to the Natasha Denona palette, which I will have that one linked down below. I mean, you guys see the color story. That was just not kind of what I'm comfortable with, so I never picked that palette up from Natasha Denona, but she did make me an affiliate, so if you do want to save 15% over there at Natasha Denona on her palette, just use code HOTMESS, as well as if you want to pick up this palette, which is much more affordable, and you like this color story, and you want to get it from Alter Ego, code HOTMESS will save you 10% over there. The nice thing with this palette, they're changing it up. It's magnetic, so if you want to pop these out and make the color story like your way, you can do that, and I like that they are kind of changing it up. It's a nice, heavy, durable palette. It's in a cardboard type of casing, packaging, what have you, but it's still like very, in my opinion, kind of luxurious. And I mean, the mirror is real. It's not a funhouse mirror. It's, you know, it's Alter Ego, so you know, when it comes to Alter Ego, they put in the effort with their products. So anyways, as far as my face, I have my brows on. I just have the colors that don't match me. It's from AOA Studio. It's the medium brown pencil. It doesn't match me. It's too warm, but I don't really care. I just roll with it. And then I do have my Jessica Dadlani times OFRA Glow and Grip primer. I like to just let this sit on my face. It's nice and like moisturizing feeling, but funny enough, it's good for all skin tones. Like, she has normal to oily, I have normal to dry, and it works beautifully. So I like to let that sit and kind of warm up. Now with this color story, although very beautiful, very spring-esque, it's very scary. So I am going to pull some shades from my Unconditional palette with OFRA Cosmetics. We're going to go in with Bam Bam. I did put some OFRA Cosmetics concealer. I couldn't find my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base, so I just used OFRA Cosmetics concealer in the shade Natural to prime my lids. And I'm just putting Bam Bam down because it's my comfort. You know, it's my comfort color. I mean, this is already like, I'm a few palettes in, and I go through Mom Life and Bam Bam with every palette. I am going to add a little of that under the eye too. Again, it's just a comfort thing for me. Some people can create one entire look with this palette. I am not one of those people just yet, okay? I gotta do what makes me comfortable. So let's go ahead. I am gonna start in with the shade Lantern, this real pretty peachy tone. Sigma did send me over some of the brushes, so I'm gonna go in with the E25 blender brush. It's probably not even going to be used correctly, but anyways, let's just tap that right onto the lid. This is a really pretty color. Okay, you know, technically I probably could have started with this color and been good. I'm a little overwhelmed, so I guess let's go in with Bliss. They're applying well, so that's very nice. They don't feel chalky or anything. I feel like this probably should be a transition shade. I'm gonna try and put a little of this cozy shade. I'm gonna apply that on here too, just to kind of give that little, I don't know, I feel like this is a very festival, it's very festival vibes, Coachella-esque. I really want to play with this, hold on. I really like that shade. That would almost be fun in the inner corners, but I have too much filming to do today to get too wackadoodle crazy. So I'm gonna go in with this Clover shade. This looks really pretty. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put that right in the center. It's gonna be a quick look because your girl's a chicken butt. I want some of this jade shade too. Let's put some of that on here. Right through here. Here's the thing. This palette may not be for me, but it may be for one of y'all. You know what I mean? And I just kind of want to show you guys how it works. Like I said, I feel like it's definitely more for me an accent kind of palette. And I think I'm gonna just finish it off with this really pretty, it's kind of duo-y, this Sugar Dust right here. I'm gonna put some of that in the center. I feel like you'd get a better payoff too if you spritzed your brush. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very comfortable with this look, guys. But I don't want to scratch the video. So I'm gonna jump back into Bam Bam and put this back in the transition a little bit and just let the lid be the accent. I know some of you guys are like me and you like to collect like all of Alter Ego's palettes, and I do think this is a great palette for, like I said, the whole accenty side of things. So if you've got some of their other palettes, this would be nice to do like a pop of color from this palette. Okay, so I kind of calmed it down a little bit and got it to where I'm comfortable. I know, everyone's probably like, Rhonda, that's boring. Well, you know, this is what I'm comfortable with. I kind of want to take a little bit of this Fizz shade and put a little bit underneath my eye. I'm gonna get a little cray-cray, okay? A little fun and crazy here. So I think I'll probably have to spritz my brush, but let's just try without. And I'm gonna just bring it up along the eye. Yeah, it doesn't really show up a ton, so let's spritz. Yeah, if you spray the brush, you're gonna get more of a payoff there. I think this is one color that I'll probably come back after I put my makeup on. This would almost be fun if you do like those half moons up there. I mean, I'm sure you guys can tell your girl is very much out of her element with a color creation story here. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Let me go ahead and jump off and do my face and pull the rest of this look together. I'll be right back. And I wanted to try out Jessica's primer with my favoriteest foundation ever, which is my Chanel whatever. Yeah, she's beautiful. Okay, she's beautiful. So anyways, I went back in with the green shade Fizz. I'm just not feeling it. I feel like it just makes me look a little too jaundiced. So I'm going in with Spell, and I'm putting a little bit of Spell under there, like from the halfway point back out. So we're getting just a hint of a tint of color, which is, you know, it's fun. I'm kind of flinging it out here with that shade, and I like that look better, so you get a little bit of fun underneath the eyes. I'm just uncomfortable. I think that's the problem. All right, for setting spray, let's go in with our OFRA makeup fixer, and then for lips, we're gonna go in with Cher lip liner from Gerard Cosmetics, and then my lip duo, Hot Mess Mama and Butterfly Kisses lip gloss. Let me go ahead and apply that, and I'll be back. I don't know. I just wanted you guys to see that I'm putting some of the different colored shadows on. All right, so I am back. Let's talk. I I mean, I don't think it's any secret that I was uncomfortable playing in these shades. They are beautiful shades, and we all know what your girl's comfort zone is. I do like the look that we came up with, or I came up with. I do think it's really pretty. I think it's a really fun palette. And like I said while I was applying the shadows, it's just not a color story that I gravitate to. Okay, let's keep it 100. But an all pastel palette just panics me. So, but that's not what this whole video is about. The video is about the performance of the shadows. Are they consistent with Alter Ego's to other palettes? Absolutely. I didn't think that anything was hard to work with. I mean, we used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shades out of the palette, and I think everything was great. And I do think this is a good complementary palette, especially going into the spring and the summertime. If you want those little pops of color, this is going to give it to you. I have been sitting on this palette for a couple days now because the struggle is just a struggle for me. So end of the day, I think Alter Ego did great once again. I think you guys are gonna like the consistency that Alter Ego brings to the table. Color story wise, this may be for you, it may not be for you. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on YouTube and I'm gonna find other creators that have created looks with this palette to help you guys out, you know, because I just don't feel like I did this palette justice to be 100 with you guys. So I'm gonna link other creators down below that have created looks with this, and not only is it going to give you a chance to find maybe other creators you've never heard of or that I've never heard of before, but other looks other than my very simplistic look. So anyways, I don't know if this video was helpful. At first I was like, am I even gonna post this? But I'm gonna post it because this is real life and my job is to review makeup, and I think at the end of the day the Dreamgaze palette is a really pretty good consistent palette. Great formula. Again, like I have said for 15 repeats, it's just not my color story. Okay, so I'll have it listed and linked down below. Thank you to Alter Ego for sending it over my way. If you do want to save 10% on the palette, code HOTMESS will save you 10%. Other palettes they've got Pat McGrath dupes. They have other Natasha Denona inspired by dupes. They have Huda Beauty. I love all of those. The performance, beautiful, 10 out of 10. Anyways, if you guys made it to the end of today's video, thank you, because I know the struggle was real for me and probably for y'all. So I appreciate y'all's support. Check me out on my other channels, HOTMESS MOMMA Vlogs, HOTMESS in the House, and then of course on Spotify, Unconditional HOTMESS podcast that I do with my oldest. And until next time, friends, thank you so much for watching. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram. I am so 10 times in my head. I'm hopping up. Alright, I love you guys so much, and kisses from Kentucky. Mwah! Bye!